Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I'm back renovating this apartment, which is another city living apartment, and this time I am building here in the Culpeper House apartment with the balcony because I really wanted to create like a family apartment, and I wanted there to be a balcony, but I didn't want to have to use the tool mod to create it because I've been doing that a lot recently. So for this apartment, I didn't use any custom content or the tool mod, so if you are a console player, hopefully this is an apartment that you'll like and you can download it because there's no extra stuff required. But yeah, before we get too far into the video, I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. It makes cooking at home fun, easy, affordable, all of those amazing things. It also offers so many delicious recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut. HelloFresh makes eating well easier with family-friendly meals to choose from, including pescatarian and veggie options, which is great for me. HelloFresh has more 5-star reviews than any other meal kit, so you know you're going to get something delicious. With HelloFresh, you will save time and stress, and you guys know that I'm a mom of a 1-year-old, and between him and YouTube and many other things, cooking can be pushed to the side. But with HelloFresh, there are so many quick and easy recipes, including 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, and low prep options. You can also increase your HelloFresh box servings to easily have leftovers for lunches and those sorts of things. Because HelloFresh has pre-portioned ingredients, that means it's more sustainable because there's less prep for you and less wasted food. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery shopping, which is crazy. Use my link or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POGSimLicy16 for up to 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts across 6 HelloFresh boxes plus free shipping. Gifts include free appetizers, free desserts, and free premium recipes. So definitely check out the description box so you guys do not miss out on this amazing offer. But yeah, here you can see I've pretty much got the floor plan put together. This build ends up having 2 bedrooms, an office space, a bathroom, and then like a kitchen, living, dining area that's pretty open. I used an archway to create like an open space like I typically do. If you wanted to, you could definitely have a larger family in here because the office space could easily be turned into another bedroom. I just wanted there to be an office because I was trying really hard to think of the family that lives here and like their personalities and stuff, and I thought the parents definitely deserved like their own space to get work done. And so yeah, I don't know, I really enjoyed thinking of this family because I really just wanted to create an apartment that was very colorful and like fun and inviting, and so I was trying to think of parents that would be kind of fun. And so I think one of them is a comedian. I was thinking it was the mom, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could easily like have it be any sim you would like to, but I was thinking the mom in this household is a comedian, and the dad, I think he does something fun too. He either like writes or cooks. I want to say he cooks. I think he works at like a fun restaurant or something. Maybe he works at like a food cart. That's a cool idea. I like that idea. And then they're raising twin daughters in this apartment, and the twins are really fun, very, I think, rowdy, and love living in the city. I think they are like constantly like playing on the basketball courts. They like playing video games, and they're really just like fun, loving girls. And I think they're children's Sims, and I think, at least this is my idea for them, once they age up into teens, maybe they kind of like blossom into more like girliness, and I think it's not something that the parents were expecting, and maybe they start getting interested in like dating and all sorts of stuff, and it like throws the parents off. I think that would be a fun idea. I mean, of course, you guys don't have to go with that idea if you decide to download this, but I just thought it was kind of a nice story, and I really liked the idea of the mom being a comedian because I don't really build many things for comedian Sims, which is a shame because I think it's one of the coolest careers that we have in game, and I really have been meaning to build like a I was gonna say a nightclub, but that's not what I mean, a comedy studio. What do you call those? There has to be a proper name for it, and I cannot think of it. But anyways, somewhere where they would go and perform comedy, like a theater or something, I don't know. But I have been meaning to build one actually in this world for a long time. I have a plan, it's for my save file, and I've attempted a couple of different times building it, and it just has not worked out in my favor. It just, I don't know, it's one of those builds that I think I've built up so much in my mind to be like this great build, and then I'm like too scared to even start it. I've done that so many different times with lots of different builds. Usually community lots like this one are very intimidating to me, and I tend to do that. I have all these plans, and then when it comes to actually starting them, I like choke up. I like don't even know where to begin. But anyways, yeah, that was it for the kitchen and dining area. I really love the color scheme, the yellows and the blues. I tried to continue that pretty much throughout the entire build, even the children's room, just because I was really enjoying the color scheme, and I was really enjoying using like the yellow stove and the refrigerator. With the Dream Home Decorator pack, we got that stove and the countertop oven thing that I used too. But we didn't get a matching refrigerator, but thankfully the one that came from Jungle Adventure actually matches the yellow tone pretty closely. I think it's almost exact. If it's not exact, it's like so close. And so I was really happy to find that, because I was trying to use a couple of other refrigerators that come in yellow swatches, but they were not close to the same yellow at all, and I really wanted it to be like very matchy. And then here in the living room, I used these couches from Eco Lifestyle, and I thought the blue and the yellow was perfect. The chair is also from that pack, and I think the coffee table is as well. But yeah, I just tried to make it feel like fun and lived in. I tried to clutter up the coffee table with a few decorations that I thought this family would enjoy. So there's some art supplies for the kids. There's also a couple of remotes for the video game console and just like magazines and stuff. And then over here, I do decorate this side table. I actually used 2 side tables. I think these also came from Eco Lifestyle, if I remember correctly, but either way, I put 2 of them together to look like a longer table, and then I clutter up the top of it with a bunch of decorations. And then here I just very closely wedge in that video game console into those like books to look like it's actually sitting on the shelf. And I tried to cover up some of the books so it didn't look so awkwardly placed in there. I wanted it to look like it was supposed to be there, and it wasn't like clipping through the books in a weird way. And so I think I made it work. And then over here is going to be the entryway. I quickly decorated it. We're already done with it, but yeah, I just put some clutter items in there to make it feel like the Sims have been actively, coming in and out of their apartment. There's a backpack there. There's like some boxes and random stuff. And of course, there's the umbrella rack and the coat rack that came from Snowy Escape. I use that all of the time. I really wish, I know I probably say this way too often, but I really wish that it would have came in a more like simpler sort of design rather than mounted on skis. I feel like that's just such a specific style, and most families and households would not have skis as their coat rack. I think for this one it kind of works because I feel like the family would not take their decorating so seriously, but some of the times I feel like some of the Sims would take their decorating a lot more seriously, and skis wouldn't fit into their idea of like proper decor. But the colors on those are so nice, and they work in so many different builds, so it drives me crazy. But anyways, over here is the bathroom. The bathroom is fairly simple. There's a toilet, a sink, shower tub combo. I used the one from Parenthood because the shower curtain I felt like matched the build really nicely. There's a little bit less yellow in the bathroom I think than the rest of the build, but I still think with like the yellow tile it complements the color scheme that I was going for. The kitchen is definitely where like the most of the yellow is, which I really enjoy. I feel like I don't use yellow enough on interiors, and it's quite cheerful. It makes you feel good, I think. But anyways, over here is where the bedrooms are going to be. I'm just placing like the curtains and the beds, trying to get an idea of how everything's going to be laid out. In the kids' room, I decided to use bunk beds because I wanted them to share a room, because of course the other room I wanted to use as an office space. But this is going to be the parents' room. The parents' room is actually fairly simply decorated. It's not overly cluttered, but I think it like works for the room. It felt like kind of like just enough furniture to make it feel fully decorated, but not overly cluttered or messy. I feel like it's just like a nice, simply decorated room, and I love that bed. It's so cute. It came from Dream Home Decorator. I feel like I used that pack so much. Honestly, when it first came out, I wasn't even sure if I really liked it that much. Like, I liked some of the things, but I just felt like the style was maybe a little bit repetitive because it's so similar to Eco Lifestyle and like Tiny Living, but I love it. I use it all of the time, and so it's one of my favorite packs actually, and I like those other 2 packs, so I think it makes sense that I like those too, because I feel like, I don't know, that whole style is like complete, and you can use it in a lot of different builds, and they don't feel too repetitive in my opinion. But anyways, over here is going to be the kids' room. So my idea was that they are twin girls. One of them is really into video games. I think very, very much into video games. I was thinking that the other one is more into like arts and crafts, but I didn't have really the space to put an arts and crafts table in here. I don't know, I probably could have made room for it, but every time I tried to place it, I just felt like it just felt out of place. Maybe I could have placed it in the office space. I don't know. I feel like if you guys decide to go for those personalities, you could probably try to squeeze it in somewhere, but I don't know. I really wasn't feeling it, but I do think she likes arts and crafts. So unfortunately, she doesn't have a table to do that at. I really wish that they could just sit at like the kitchen table or a desk and draw. I feel like that would be so much easier than rather having like the specific item for them to draw. Well, I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree. I think that would be so much better if they could actually just sit at the kitchen table and draw pictures or color in a coloring book. That'd be so cute. But I really like their room. I tried just to add decorations that I thought matched the color scheme, but also kind of matched their personalities. I definitely think the video games are more prevalent in the decorations, so I think probably both of them are into them a little bit. But I was trying to not go overly girly with the decorations because I wanted them to be more of that sort of like tomboy personality, because that's how I was when I was a little kid, and then I became more girly as I got older, and so that's kind of how I see them developing too. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. But anyways, over here is going to be the home office, and so I really wanted a space for a computer and like a few other activities. So I put a basket for knitting in here, I put a guitar in here, but most importantly, I did want a microphone because I wanted a spot for the mom to practice her sets and to write her bits and all that sort of thing. I also put a trophy over here. I found this one that was like something about the Sims being too loud and kind of obnoxious. I forget exactly the title of the trophy, but I felt like that was kind of perfect for the Sim that I imagined living here. And yeah, I put a little book here too. So it's a comedy book. I think it's volume 3, so it's pretty advanced in the comedy skill reading level anyways. But I think this room is super cute. I really enjoyed the way it came together. I kind of struggled with the rug though, as you will see here. I wanted to layer this rug with the circle one, but for some reason the circle rug would not lay over top of that rug. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually it's the last rug you touch is the one that's on top, but it wasn't working that way. So, but I made it work. And then this is going to be the balcony. For the balcony space, I just wanted to put a few functioning items out here. I put some planter boxes. I put this little bug house or bug hotel, whatever you want to call it. And then there's a bicycle, and I put some plants over here too. I really think one of the parents is very much into gardening, because there's quite a few just like house plants and stuff. And then here on the balcony, there's a few gardening items too, but I just felt like it fit in the space perfectly. And then there's a dining table out here too. So yeah, this is basically it for the apartment. Again, check out the description box so you guys can receive the special offer from HelloFresh. And again, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like ooh. Baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song, and I tried to make it beautiful.